to 2.12 then, Chancellor's reports. Chancellor?
I see Council's hand is up.
Oh. Natasha?
An error.
Oh, okay.
All right, back to you,
Okay,
Chancellor.
thank you, everyone. Good evening. As I always say, I try to have the presidents on notice that they don't know who I'm going to call on first. So this evening, I'd like to start with College of Alameda, followed by Laney College, then Merritt College, and then finishing with Berkeley City College. So President Nathaniel Jones III, you have the floor.
Good evening, President Reese, trustees, Chancellor Jackson, colleagues, and guests. I would like to begin my report by highlighting the great work that is being done by COA's Career and Employment Center. Despite having its campus location closed during the pandemic, the Career Center has made extraordinary efforts to continue to support clients by providing important resources and services to many in our community who have been affected by the pandemic. The Career Center is staffed by a team of 9 dedicated and talented consultants and led by Director of Workforce Systems, Stephanie Bradshaw. Stephanie is a workforce development professional with a passion for providing career services to the hardest to serve and underserved members of the Alameda county community. The Alameda County Workforce Development Board funds the Career Center's operation. This funding allows the center to provide a range of free services to students and Alameda County residents who are unemployed, recently laid off, and those who are underemployed. The Career Center was able to achieve several notable accomplishments this year undeterred by the pandemic, including exceeding its county goal for the number of clients served, providing more than $100,000 in training to its clients, successfully placing 4 clients in full-time positions that includes medical benefits, helping clients by providing financial assistance with housing payments, utilities, and similar needs, as well as providing computers. The center team will continue its good work this year and look to increase its positive impact on the community. I would heartily like to thank Director Bradshaw and the entire Career Center team for their excellent work in meeting the needs of our community. At the 2021 Enrollment and Management Academy, which took place July 12th through the 15th, the College of Alameda team was recognized for our innovative scheduling model that incorporates student-centered funding formula, equity, as well as other key enrollment-related measure as part of its allocation of enrollment targets and funding. Lastly, for more than 60 years, Glamour magazine has honored exceptional college women across the US. This year, with the help of First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, the magazine turned its focus to students enrolled in community college. Glamour magazine selected community college students from around the country for their College Women of the Year annual feature. I'm proud to report this year's list included COA student Sabrina Valdez Rios, who also takes classes at Berkeley City College, where her father attended. Sabrina is an aspiring nursing student and a public health advocate. She has the aspiration of becoming mayor of Oakland someday. Congratulations, Sabrina, on your accomplishment. And this ends my report for this evening. Thank you.
Good evening, Chancellor, members of the board, colleagues in education, and valued community members. I'd like to start my report this evening by officially welcoming, out of the action taken in closed session, our new Dean of Student Services, Diane Chang. Though she is now new, she's been in this role officially. She's no stranger to it. She's been our acting dean in that role for the past year. And for the 2 years prior to that, served as Associate Dean of Educational Success. We're so glad that Diane is a part of our team. And just to let you know, in addition to being a great leader as it relates to our learning communities at Laney College, every morning as I walk to my office through a breezeway, I pass by the classroom that holds our GED, that under regular conditions holds our GED program, and realize that's one of Diane's legacies, for she is the one who essentially established the partnership. And through that partnership, we have hundreds of students completing their GEDs. So Diane, it's great to have you as continuing as part of our team, and welcome. Also, in the spirit of positive feelings toward colleagues, I would like to thank and congratulate Mr. Clifford Gibson, who earlier this month retired after nearly 48 years, that's right, 48 years of service to the college and the district. Prior to serving in his role as admissions and records clerk, he also served as the college's public information. Speaking with Dr. Mildred Lewis, our Dean of Enrollment Services and Mr. Gibson's supervisor, I asked her to provide a few words, and I want to share them. His bright smile, friendly disposition, willingness to always serve our students, and collegiality will sorely be missed. Laney's students, staff, and community members would always stand in line and wait to be served by Cliff because of his history at the college and his outgoing disposition. He always made each student feel as if they were the only person in the room, and never rushed them to keep the line moving. He was someone who created a high-value experience for each person he worked with. Later this summer, at our Fall Flex Day at Laney, we will be honoring Mr. Gibson, but I would have been remiss if I didn't let the board know and how much we really appreciate his service. In the spirit of congratulations as well, I would like to say as much to our students who completed the summer semester, and thanks to our faculty, classified professionals, and administrators who supported our students during the summer. We were very proud to have concluded another successful CTE Summer Institute last week, which hosted 144 high school students and introduced them to college. This was a 6-week program that gave them an opportunity to look into our CTE programs as well as our campus resources that will help them achieve their educational goals. Reading over the curriculum for this Summer Institute is kind of cool, and I want to just share the things that these students had access to. Cosmetology, engineering, machining, and digital design, journalism, specifically information careers in the digital age, media, an introduction to the construction trades, and through electricity and electronics technology, electric bicycle building. And last week I was very pleased because Professor Frank Coe invited me to the final day of the final project day for his electric bike class. And actually in your board report, you will find a photo of not only the students and Professor Coe, but also Department Chair Farouk Hashimi. And they even made room for President Besikof in the photo. And what was neat about this was not only did I get to show up and take a picture and congratulate all the students, but I got to see some very great demonstrations of electric motors that students had built this summer and put onto the bicycles, and of course with their helmets on, rode and tested out. So it was just a great experience, and really what summer school should be about, in my opinion, just the hands-on learning and all the great stuff that happens. So with that, I'll go ahead and conclude my report for this evening. Thank you very much.
All right, good job, Rudy. Good evening, President Napoli of Belarus, Board of Trustees, Chancellor, colleagues, and community members. Tonight, I want to focus my remarks on 2 local success stories. One more well-known than the other, but both are equally important. But before I go there, I would like to share a little something with you, kind of reiterating what President Jones said. Merritt College was also present at the Enrollment Management Academy sponsored by UC San Diego, where the training really provided our team with the tools, the resources, and perspectives to enhance our existing strategic enrollment management plan. So I just want to delineate a couple of key initiatives for Merritt College that we're committed to getting done. Number one, to build out a dashboard for student services to track efficiency and student movement through the enrollment process. Number two, to review student success and retention rates by program for Latinx and African-American students to develop strategies that address the barriers we've identified. Number three, to really get away from this bifurcation of the student service side and the Office of Instruction side, and really ensure that enrollment management planning includes our A&R office, counseling, and financial aid departments. And finally, to reevaluate our student enrollment data to better assess who our students really are. We have a lot of assumptions, but there have been some demographic shifts in the area, so we really need to be precise about who we're actually serving. Next, I want to take the opportunity to congratulate Miss Pamela Samuels, who was recently selected as a 2021 Coca-Cola Leaders of Promise Scholar. Now, the Leaders of Promise Scholarship annually recognizes about 200 or so Phi Theta Kappa members nationwide. And this year's recipients were chosen by a panel out of over 900 applicants. The scholarship initiative was launched in 2001, just a little background, by Coca-Cola Foundation to assist new Phi Theta Kappa members in obtaining associate degrees and encouraging participation in the society's programs. So I also want to note, by the way, that Pamela is the president of our Beta Theta Lambda chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. So again, we want to say great job, Pamela, for your outstanding leadership and the academic achievements that obviously help earn you this award. And finally, we're pleased to announce a recent partnership with the Lincoln University Athletic Department. For those who are a little less familiar with Lincoln University was founded roughly 100 years ago, and it's located in downtown Oakland. It's an accredited college, and it was looking for opportunities for their students to engage in student athletic competition. So as such, they're fielding a football team and a basketball team for the fall, and they're going to be conducting their practices and competitions here at Merritt College. So of note, a former NBA player and Oakland native, Gary Payton, was recently named the head coach of Lincoln University, the basketball team. And as a consequence of that, ESPN and HBO Sports were on our campus. I don't know if you've seen any of the social media yet, on our campus yesterday and today to document the process of putting the team together. So our hope is that by providing athletic facilities and forging this relationship, that Merritt students will come to see Lincoln University as a viable and attractive transfer destination. And that concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you. Well, it gives me great pleasure to offer our closing remarks from the president. So good evening, President Napolia Bella-Reese, Dr. Jackson, members of the board, colleagues, and community members. My comments for this evening's report begins with acknowledging some great accomplishments and contributions. Our very own Dr. Stacy Shears has been actively involved with the Association of California Community College Administrators. She served as a board member, soon to be a former board member, and presenter. During the most recent Admin 101 session, Dr. Shears presented on equity and identity as an administrator. Her presentation made quite the impact when not one, not two, but 3 college presidents reached out to me today to request that the presentation be made to their leadership and equity teams. I'm truly grateful for Dr. Shears' leadership, not only to impact BCC's efforts for cultivating equity and racial support throughout our campus, but also throughout the statewide system. I also want to offer my sincerest gratitude and appreciation to Ms. Lenice Jones, Director of the Peralta Colleges Foundation, for her leadership in developing partnerships, donors, and opportunities that financially support students in their pursuit of higher education. What a remarkable year for BCC students and all students throughout our district. I know that you're in for a real treat when you see your presentation later this evening, highlighting the amazing students throughout the Peralta Colleges. We cannot do this work alone, and Lanisa's leadership, along with Board President Adam Sanchez and the other members of the foundation, they really make it possible for us to put money directly into the hands of students. So thank you so very much. I want to offer congratulations and welcome to Mr. Sean Brooks for his appointment as Berkeley City College's Vice President of Administrative Services. He joins Berkeley City College with a wealth of experience and including fiscal and accounting oversight, facilities development, and community resource development. He is a native of Oakland, and he shared with me that he is thrilled to be coming home to be of service in his community. We're excited for his arrival later this month, and I'm grateful to the board and the chancellor for your support of the appointment of our new colleague. And I do want to take this moment to thank Ms. Ava Lee Pang for her service to Berkeley City College, as she has recently served as the interim director of business and administrative services, and that was no small feat. As she joined us in January of 2021, she provided steadfast leadership and stability during a semester that included 2 visits with the commissioners for accreditation, a comprehensive site visit, launching a new integrated planning and allocation of resources committee, just really phenomenal work. And while we will miss her at BCC, I trust that President Jones and the College of Alameda are ready to have Ava come home. Really great news to share. On July 20th, the governing board of the California Institute for Regenerative Medicine, known as CIRM, voted to award just over $51 million to 15 community colleges and universities across California. This money is to fund programs that will help train the next generation of stem cell researchers. As part of the CIRM Bridges to Stem Cell Research and Therapy Program Award cohort, Berkeley City College was notified that we will receive over $2.8 million over the next 5 years. The CIRM Bridges to Stem Cell Research and Therapy Program provides students with the opportunity to take stem cell related courses and receive hands-on experience and training in a stem cell research related laboratory. This means that BCC students interested in pursuing a career in biotechnology will have the opportunity to obtain a 10-month paid internship throughout the Bay Area's many research laboratories to help accelerate their process or the process of stem cell research. These paid internships provide a level of access to high quality, competitive internships that are often unpaid. And unpaid internships further marginalize low income students who are also often first generation students of color. This does not happen alone. I'd like to thank Dr. Barbara DesRochers, lead faculty for our biotechnology program and fierce advocate for students in science. This is the second time BCC has received a CIRM award, the last one being during the 2009 through 2016 cycle. As we know, education can be a liberating and powerful driver for social and economic growth. And the fact that BCC students will have access over the next 5 years is truly phenomenal. Previous CIRM interns are now employed at UCSF, UC Berkeley, Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, Children's Hospital, Oakland Research Institute. They truly are throughout the greater Bay Area. So congratulations to the instructional team, the biotechnology program, and more importantly, to future CIRM interns at BCC for the next 5 years. As I close my comments for this evening, the college is in full preparation for the fall 2021 semester. Collaborative efforts throughout the administration, faculty, and classified professionals are underway to support student enrollment. With the start of the semester just a few weeks away, we're committed and focused on students having a seamless transition, making sure that they're aware of resources available to them, including Chromebooks, counseling, emergency aid grants, if students have been impacted by COVID-19. The college's integrated strategic enrollment management plan was recently recognized during the most statewide enrollment academy that was hosted at UC San Diego. Key elements were that it's integrated with instruction and student services, that we update it every 2 to 3 years so that we can ensure to meet the needs of students. And with that, we've been able to keep pace with our growth in dual enrollment. and our growing Latino, Latina, Latinx student population. So this collective effort allows us to pivot quickly. And so as we're nearing the start of the fall semester, trust me that the team is working collectively to keep students informed. And connected to the getting ready for the fall 2021 semester, our professional development committee, led by faculty member Susan Kahn, has been working hard to provide another impactful opening to the year. The current theme that's under construction is transforming our institution to transform student scholar lives, really themed and connected to equity and racial justice commitments. And I'm really honored to work with faculty, classified professionals, and administrators who really make it their business, if you will, to have Berkeley City College be home for students. So BCC is ready to meet students, support classified professionals, and welcome faculty back for the start of another dynamic year. Thank you very much. And that concludes my comments for this evening.
Thank you, Presidents. I'd like to conclude my report with acknowledging the comments tonight from two of our participatory governance bodies, the Classified Senate and the District Academic Senate, regarding our return to campus and the pandemic. I want to announce that the Board of Trustees has directed staff to develop a clear, cohesive vaccination policy in light of Governor Newsom's announcement yesterday that state employees and healthcare workers must show proof of vaccination or get tested regularly. The district staff have been working diligently with our bargaining units as we finalize our plans for return to campus so that our recommended policy will be adopted by the board prior to the opening of fall classes in August. And that it should also be noted that given the fluidity of the pandemic, our policy may change as conditions and guidance change. So please stay tuned. We hope to get that out within the next 5 to 10 days. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Presidents, and thank you, Chancellor. Trustees, do we have any comments, questions? Are we good? Okay. Let us move then to 3.0, or informational items.